treat your YouTube game like your dating game. Stop talking about yourself. Ask a question. Ask, like, I did not know about this. 5 things about, shocking fact, like, shock me, make me click. The problem that I have, the only thing I have regretted in this YouTube game is...
They must do well algorithmically. What do you think that is? Like, why are things like that? Like, challenging yourself?
Yeah, challenge. It's also conflict. It's like me against cold water. Will I die or will I survive?
Hey, how's it going? It's Tim Brown, and I'm with Dmitry Lipinskiy. How you doing, man?
Living a dream.
We're from Roofing Insights and Directorii. We're talking about things you can do to make your YouTube take off and to do YouTube better. But the first thing I want to ask is, why YouTube as a contractor, as a roofer? If you're in here thinking about this, why YouTube?
It's a search-based platform owned by Google. Everybody knows it. So think about how people are going to find you. If you can create a content based on search, it means that when people are going to search for that keyword, if they find you, that's free organic advertising. So for example, if you manage to create a video that will be trending and searchable on Google, because YouTube videos do show on Google search. For example, let's say I'm in Minneapolis, you're up north and you make video on topic, can you install a roof in the wintertime? That's the search. If that search gets 2,000 searches per month, and you have a video that's #1 in the results, guess what? Somewhere up north, people are gonna be Googling, people are gonna be YouTubing, and they're gonna see your face. Or if they're looking for a new product, Temco, like newest shingle, or Malarkey Legacy review, and you have review for that product, your face shows up again. Because it's like you can't find crap on Facebook or TikTok. I mean, it's nice to scroll, you get entertained, but even after you watch it, good luck, bless your heart, go back and find it. Right? With the YouTube, it's possible. With YouTube, you will be found. People will come back, and YouTube will always show back. Another thing I like about YouTube, once they watch one of your videos and they actually watch it and like it, YouTube gonna recommend more videos when they come back. That's huge for your discovery, and they'll watch more of your videos. With the Directorii, we have a guy who used Directorii Contractor 2 years ago. He still comments on all of my videos, like 2 years later. So he hired a contract, paid $9,000, and every time I do Directorii update or anything, he comes back, he's like, yep, hire contractor through Directorii. And I'm like, why is this guy still commenting? Most likely because YouTube keeps recommending him my videos. So he goes to YouTube and he sees Dmitry because 2 years ago he was dumb enough to follow me, and now, sorry for this happening, but YouTube keep recommending him, and he has to listen to me again and again and see my face again and again because he watched it and he has good experience. That's why YouTube.
I love that search-based platform. Also, and I'm going to throw this out here, I have more people saying now that they found us through YouTube, and I think it's the familiarity thing and the longer form content. It's true, like if you saw like something on Reels or TikTok, it's not like they know you now, but on YouTube, it's kind of like they know you. Like people probably come up to you all the time.
They get to know you before they get to know you.
Yeah, which is a huge thing, and we want familiarity. We want like, know, and trust with homeowners if we're a contractor, and so that's a thing. Create familiarity. So
and I think for me, I mean, I'm everywhere, Instagram, TikTok, you name it, but everything else as a tool is just where to place your ads. I mean, if you make announcements, if you're an influencer, if you have a brand, different pieces of content goes to different places. So if I made a new video today, I will do the poster on Instagram, the new video is up. And everybody I follow everywhere. So if I follow a channel and I go to their Instagram, and I see that they collaborated. It could be Joe Rogan and Elon Musk. I'm like, and if I see picture of Elon Musk and Joe Rogan, I'm like, oh, new podcast is out. I'm gonna go to YouTube and I'm gonna type Elon Musk, Joe Rogan, and I'm gonna find a 3-hour video because I saw a picture on Instagram. So you have to do it all, but for brand awareness. But you're not gonna be able to build audience, build trust just on Instagram or TikTok or Those are the tools for me, at least.
No, I love it. And that's one thing I've learned from you as I see your videos go out. You promote them. You don't act like everyone's just going to find them immediately.
No,
You're
you have to.
promoting every single video.
Yep.
And maybe you should create less, maybe I should create less videos and promote the ones that are the best. And maybe that's something too. But what are your other tips? And maybe that's one of them. But as we talk about making your YouTube take off.
Sure. Who's your target audience?
Roofers.
Men, mostly men?
Men,
A little bit.
80% men, 90% men, roofers,
Okay.
and 2 to 10 million.
If 90% men out there, I don't want to offend any women, girls. Treat your YouTube game like your dating game. Stop talking about yourself. If you go in the bar and you want to hook up with the girls, if you're gonna praise yourself, if you're gonna talk about yourself, how good you are, that you're best at anything, I'm sorry, you're not gonna get that girl. You're not gonna get numbers. If you're gonna treat,
Unless you're best damn roofer.
unless you're best at
Somehow he does it, but he's making fun of himself.
But still, he doesn't talk about, like,
Yeah.
he's sarcastic, it's fine, he's a character. The thing about roofers, like, if you go on YouTube game and your whole purpose of it to show the world how great you are, you're freaking gonna fail. The best YouTubers are the one who brings the most value. Answer a question, review that product, react to something. I wanna see the real you, the very real, authentic you, not the fake person. Stop thinking what other person might wanna see from you, might wanna watch. You don't know that, and I'll tell you what people wanna see. They want to see the real you. They want to know who you are, and when you stop pretending. I recently spent 2 days with a lawyer, Tommy. He has 450,000 subs, and his journey is amazing. He's a lawyer who creates viral content. In the beginning, he was putting suit on because he's a lawyer, and he thought that that's what his audience want, and he was not comfortable. He doesn't wear suits daily, only when he goes in front of jury trial in courts. And he said, and now it's all like basic shirts. It's all like golf shirts, right? Why? Because that's him. I mean, he's a lawyer, doesn't look like lawyer, and it feels like just smart guy in a t-shirt, like doesn't look like a lawyer, who is it's just, you connect with that person way more than you would connect with a person who is trying to be someone he is not. The moment you open up and start being yourself, camera puts anxiety on you, like on most of us. We're not born in front of the camera, so the camera start rolling and you're like, oh, awkward, say something, I'm the best, hire me, call me. No, forget about it. Be vulnerable, be real, say things that you don't know nothing about. Don't be afraid of bloopers, and that's what people are gonna follow. If you go on TikTok, it's as real as they come. I mean, it's just the reason we like it, I think, because people just unfiltered, and that's what people are hungry for. And if you have great personality, people will follow you. But if you're gonna try to make it, they won't.
If you haven't tried Signpost, you definitely should. We help answer calls, acting as a backstop to make sure your leads don't get missed. We also help build up your reputation by generating 5-star reviews. Come check us out at signpost.com.
I love that. Let's get a little tactical here. So be yourself. I love that. Now, when we get into the specifics, I know you focus a lot on thumbnails. Maybe like you have graphic designers making these things because they're pretty, right?
Sure.
And then also, I know you focus a ton on titles. So what are the things you're thinking about with thumbnail and title to get people to watch in the first place? What are some things that you've learned over the last few years?
I would say before even that, like, ask yourself what kind of videos your audience really want to see, watch. Ask yourself what are the topics, who's your target audience. You cannot make videos for everyone. Who's your perfect, identify one person in your audience who you're making a video for and what he's gonna think about it.
Yeah.
Like I have one person, his name is Nate, and every single video I make for Nate. Schwippe.
Yeah, I know Nate, yeah.
So Nate Schwippe is my target audience, right?
That's awesome. I feel like he's gonna like this.
So when I make my videos, I'm thinking about, like, I know what Nate Schwippe likes. I know he likes a little bit of drama, but not too much drama. If I do product comparison, if I call it, like, I know his taste, And I cannot please everyone, but Nate Schweeb is hardworking guy in South Dakota. You know, I know what I can get away with as creator with him, and I know what will piss him off.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, Nate is not gonna enjoy this kind of, right? So you have to really think like that.
Good. No, I like
because
it a lot.
and Nate represents group of contractors. I mean, there are some contractors. You know, for example, I call out people. I call out contractors who don't pay bills, and I get hate on those. Like, why not focus on positive? Why not, like, you cannot please everyone? And I'm like, well, would Nate be okay with this video? If the answer is yes, you know, if Nate is okay, me calling out some bullshitter contractor who's not paying his crews, then I'm keep making that video. That's how I make my decision. Now, your audience might not like drama at all. They want to be positive. Fine, but identify that one guy and make all the videos for him. Now,
the one homeowner. That's one thing that a lot of roofers get focused on. Roofers a little too much sometimes.
I agree. I agree. What do your homeowner wants to see? Like your perfect client. Is he rich? Is he poor? Is he middle class? What neighborhood he lives in? Like identify that.
I like that.
And then create content for them. Like know what works. Like for me, like I would recommend all the roofers out there make product reviews. Like everybody loves reviews. Like you have to build trust, and how you build trust, it's not by bragging, it's not by telling people you're the best, by showing your expertise. Learn from other bloggers. Like, you know, don't be afraid to say negative things because you're not creating infomercials. If you look at auto bloggers, when they review brand new cars, there's no car that is perfect. They will open up as like, who put this knob here? Why there's, you know, why this console is too
But they
small?
still sell stuff for those companies, actually.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But for people to believe in you, you have to talk about bad and good.
That's good.
That's why I never ever do infomercials, and that's why people trust me. So that's one. Number two, comparison. People don't know what you know. You want me to believe that you're an expert? Compare something. And three, reactions. React to something. You know, react to bad workmanship. Go on a roof and it's like, who did this? This is horrible. And when I see through your lens, when I see you explain, I'm like, man, I would never, you know, we love reaction videos because I might look at the same thing you're looking and not see it because I'm not an expert. You know, when it comes to cars, when it comes to a lot of things. But if I'm with the expert and he's like, no, that is wrong. That should be first, that should be second. They were lazy, they did this. Now I trust you. And I will trust you my house and my job, my work, because I believe you. You see something I don't. So reaction videos are awesome. Comparison videos are awesome. Reviews are awesome. When you do that, after you finish any one of those, you want to make sure that people click on it. It's not enough just to create good content. Now you have to promote, because YouTube does not know if video good or not. People did not click on it yet. So you have to bring attention to it. How do you do it? Well, the catchiest title possible. I mean, it cannot be misleading, but there's 10 different ways how you can say, how you can name a title. Think about movies. Movies will have 1 or 2 words. Less is more. Don't try to fit everything. You know, like most popular YouTubers watch Mr. Beast and stuff. Yeah, like, you know, why I quit YouTube. You see that title, like, why did you quit? Ask a question. Ask, like, I did not know about this. 5 things about, you know, shocking fact, like, shock me, make me click. Be mysterious.
I like that, and I tell people too, like a little bit of clickbait is actually empathetic to your audience, because if your video is good and you don't get them to click, you're not giving them value. It's kind of like you can't give value until you close the deal.
Nobody knows. Like if they don't know about you, they're not gonna watch it. I mean, work on the thumbnail, work on the title. I test also. Most big YouTubers test their titles, test their thumbnails.
How can you do that? What do you mean test?
You ask people. Like I would literally write down the name. I want to get like 5 people around me. Guys, what sounds better? This, or this?
That's good.
And people would look as like second one or third one or thumbnail. Like I would show them 3 different thumbnail versions, and my team sometimes will outvote me 5 to 1. Like, you know, I'm as a creator, you might be skeptical or shy. It's like, that one's like, you want to be more conservative. Your team is like, no, I would click on that way before I click on this.
That's good.
So do focus groups around you.
I see you doing like the face thing. So like, sorry, just to get
Sure.
real granular, like I see like the, you know, like these
People don't click on smiles. I'm sorry.
really?
Yeah, they don't.
Because I was always doing my smile, but I like
Sad face will get more clicks, and this is, and again, for you, maybe it's smile. I mean, if you're beautiful girls and you like to smile.
but still, if I saw a beautiful girl going, like, I'd be kind of curious.
It really
you know?
depends. So Stefan Graham talked about it in the Vid Summit. I was at his keynote, and he said he used to smile, then all his thumbnails are like, grumpy, and because it gets more clicks. People click on sad face. They want to know what's going on
That's
with you.
psychology, though. People are more like loss averse than like
Yes,
they
and
want gain.
and it's not about drama per se, but they want to know what happened. So when I started doing it, my click-through ratio got a little bit higher, and it just works. And if it works, if the content is good, and like I don't feel like I'm misleading anyone, there's nothing illegal or unethical about it. It's your job to bring. It's not enough to build a good car or a good product. You still have to sell it, and you still have to show the market what you have. Your thumbnail and your title is the way to do it on YouTube.
Once again, I'm just taking tips from what I've seen that works for you. There's always some kind of conflict, a versus. There has to be versus. That is how people pay attention, it seems like. Versus.
Well, it's not about versus. It's just in general. It's a law of movies, of theater. Like I studied theater in college. That's my first degree. You will not watch Hollywood movie if there's no conflict in it. There's period. Any Hollywood movie has conflict. Without conflict, there's nothing worth following. Like the story, it's poor versus rich. It's tall versus short. It's wherever the conflict is not a negative thing. We think about conflict as like calling people out. Like, no, conflict can be anything. It would be honest versus dishonest sales guy, right? Lazy versus hardworking. That's conflict.
Okay, I like that.
It could be. It's just two opposite things. Like when you review two products, like Honda Odyssey versus Toyota Sienna, that's the conflict, right? If I'm on the market buying a car, I'm confused which one is better, First versus Chevy. It's conflict, and I will watch who wins. That's one of the reasons arm wrestling videos are so popular. Once you might not be in arm wrestling, but when two dudes, big or small, doesn't matter, go at each other and they're started, you're like, who's gonna win? You're just like curious, like what's gonna happen to it, right? Add a little bit music to it. That's why, even on TikToks now, Animal Kingdom, lion chasing cheetah, lion chasing antelope. Like, he's gonna get her or she's gonna get away. Like, you're watching that.
How many cold bath videos have you done? Because I get literally every time I
few,
go
like
TikTok,
two or three.
It feels like I get your cold bath video like every.
I think I've done 3, and
they must do well algorithmically. What do you think that is? Like, why are things like that? Like challenging yourself?
Yeah, challenge. It's also conflict. It's like me against cold water. Will I die or will I survive?
Okay, I like it. All right, let's get into like just any other bits and pieces that you do every time tactically. Like I see you doing like the chapters on the videos. Would you suggest that to a new roofer doing videos?
I mean, if you're doing long interview, long piece of content, I think so. Because
why?
Because
sorry, you were about to say.
because I respect you. I respect your time.
Yeah.
If I want you to I want you to find what you came for. So if it's like, let's say I just did a debate a couple of weeks ago and there's like 30 questions in the debate. I mean, I don't want people scrolling and looking for if I go for Elon Musk interview with Joe Rogan that I mentioned earlier, I want that video to have timestamps. I want to read, if I don't have 2 hours of my time, be respectful of your viewers' time. Be respectful of when and how they're gonna watch it, how they find it, why would they watch it, and if they want to come back and find a piece in that video, how would they do it? Timestamps helps with that. So if you break it down, they can, YouTube makes it super easy. It actually breaks down with little pictures. You can scroll down, and it's informational. I create a lot of educational content, and I want people to navigate through my videos and re-watch it. Many people are re-watching good interviews, good keynotes, make it easy, break it down for them. People will, and I think, well, another thing too, if platform gives you a tool to use the freaking tool. They do it for the reason. Who do you think YouTube, Instagram, Facebook will promote more? Someone who just dumps piece of content, don't do anything, or someone who will go in and optimize, add keywords, add everything, right?
Tags? Tags is big.
Ta-
Do you do that
everything.
every single time?
Yeah, of course. Okay. So tags, like if Facebook wants you to make live videos or Instagram and you're not doing it, or TikTok, like TJ will tell you that, going live on TikTok made huge difference. Why? Well, it's an option. If you're not using their tool, ask them what YouTube is in business for, to make money on ads and stuff. So if you're not using their tools, if you're just dumping content, well, if you're doing bare minimum and I'm doing everything YouTube is asking me to do, guess what? I'm a guinea pig of YouTube. YouTube paid $30 billion to their creators. But it's academy, it's university, if you will. Learn how to use it. They pay more than any other media company in the world. Treat them like CNN, treat them like big media conglomerate companies they are. And when they're giving you a tool, freaking learn how to use it.
I love it. I know it's only going to give you as much as you actually utilize it, but is there a favorite YouTube tool that you like one of those kind of like helper tools?
Well, first of all, I spend a lot of time in YouTube app, so it's very intuitive. They have few channels that will help you understand it, like YouTube Creator, like YouTube channels, how to use YouTube. So I use vidIQ. It will help you generate titles. It will help you generate keywords. Pretty much, it's your best helper. It's like $50 a month. There is a TubeBuddy, another one by Daryl Eves. They're very similar. Some people use both of them. I like vidIQ.
vidIQ, all right. Are you sick of what passes for leads these days?
What's wrong with shared leads? Or Facebook ad leads? Yeah!
Not much, unless you want to be the lowest bidder on every job. I wear a lot of hats, but search engine marketing and website, I've passed off to a Google specialized team. I got a couple hard questions for you at the end. You always give me hard questions. By the way, our video on, if you Google roofing SEO, shows up. So to speak to your first point, shows up in the main Google search results. Last couple hard questions here. You haven't taken off as much on Reels and TikToks as much as you are on YouTube. So is there something frustrating to you about that, or how have you felt about that? Do you want more from those platforms?
For me on TikTok, I just ran out of time. So I hired someone, freelancer, to manage our TikToks. We grew to like 4,000, whatever. So for me, we recycle a lot of our videos, so it just takes a lot of work.
Are you going to continue? Are you going to kind of push into that? Because I know you're a media company.
100%. One thing about TikTok is I don't think it's the right platform for me for what I do. Like I'll give you an example. Early on, like I don't give a crap about views, and this is my biggest advice to anyone. Like really set up goals. Like for me, views are nothing. I'm a very conservative business owner. For me, it's all about conversions. I can make a YouTube video that'll get 10,000 views and will get 1,000 orders, right? So like, I'm gonna sell 2,000 tickets for my conference. And I'm basically on YouTube. Like I can make a couple videos, sell 20, 30 tickets. So I can have a video with 1,000 views and sell $50,000 worth of product. Now, I see a lot of TikTokers, and I was, early on, we went to Las Vegas, we did Fittest Roofer, right? So competition, perfect TikTok, you hold the shingle above your head for 2 minutes. Upload it to TikTok, 48 hours, 1.6 million views, right? Great. How am I gonna make money on it? Like, okay, I'm going viral, wow, good worm filming inside. What the heck? I cannot deposit it, I cannot monetize it, I cannot find sponsor, there is nothing. Like, stop feeding yourself likes and feeds. Like, I wanna make $100,000 a month. And I know on YouTube I can do it with 1,000 or 2,000 views on minimum content. What I've done is I picked a niche, which is roofing industry. I become #1 YouTuber in that industry. Nobody can argue that. I've done 700 videos. You cannot search roofing related terms without seeing my face. Everybody knows who I am. I have videos I have interviews with lawyers that they get 10,000 views, and I have gutter cover videos that have 1,000,000 views, right? But those lawyers who get 10,000 views, they get tons of clients. They make hundreds of thousands of dollars, because if let's say you're a lawyer and I interview and the video only gets 10,000, for a TikToker it's like, oh, 10,000 views, you're no one. But for that lawyer, he's gonna get 20 contractors who's gonna use him. He's gonna make $5 million next year on claims in business based on 10,000 views. Why? Because it reaches in niches. Because from 10,000 views that we're gonna get, those views are the best. I mean, it's business owners, it's Network 101, is the best audience for them. I don't care if teenagers or younger generation watch my videos. I want homeowners, I want contractors, I want industry leaders, and all of those people are watching me and they would do business with me. That's why when I go and sit down with a big brand and we shake hands and I say, hey, would you do this, and how much? $50,000. Let's do it.
I will say that we had a 19-year-old apply to our company that watches your videos and wanted to work with Hook because of partly maybe our association with you. So I like that. So I'm
but I like TikTok. I mean, there's not. I mean, I'm consuming TikToks. Yeah. They're addictive, but for business, I don't think it's the right platform. Yeah. I still gonna upload it. I still gonna it's good for me to promote the videos there. And I started a personal TikTok, Dmitry Lipinskiy. That's where I just decided to have a little fun because I have personality. I do CrossFit. I do ice cold bath, like sauna. That's kind of my thing.
It's definitely more personal too. Like it's hard to really take off with business content on TikTok because the intent when you go on that app is kind of mindless.
And you don't want to be just business. So for me, what I decided, I'm going to upload a little bit more personal TikTok so people get to know me, because not always interviewing being all serious on YouTube, but I'll let people see real me in real life, because that's what people asking me in GMs, and they're like, what kind of sauna you have? Why do you do cold plunge? Why do you work out twice a day? I'm going to answer those questions, not on my business TikTok or business YouTube channel, but on personal. That's what I decided to do, and there's a place for everything, and I don't know why I'm doing it, to be honest with you. It's not for business, but for networking and because you cannot you can't be all business.
Yeah, 100%. Last question I have for you is, you have focused a little bit more on conflict on your YouTubes and stuff like that. You utilize tension. And my question for you is, I see sometimes a little, what I think might be a little regret for some of that occasionally, just on your Facebook posts or something. You're kind of like, damn, I got a lot of drama going on or something like that. Do you ever regret taking just the tact of a little bit more tension in your content and kind of calling out what I think you're like kind of bullies and stuff like that in the industry? Do you ever regret that stuff, or do you feel like you're still gung-ho on kind of going after people that are taking advantage of people or whatever?
I never regretted any piece of content. So if I call out, I'm very passionate what I do. I cannot stand when people steal money from others or taking advantage. That's where I never stand up for myself on my channel. But if I see, contractor not paying sub, or someone screwing homeowner,
but it's a lot. It's a lot to have to be that guy to kind of
It's the problem that I have. The only thing I have regretted in my life in this YouTube game is drama, conflict sucks you in. Few times I should step out and just let it be. I said what I said, let's be it. But I regretted few things that I said in comments later. One of the latest was, I think, Lindsay Douglas. That was a nasty one. Don't regret the interview. It was awesome. I'm proud of that interview. It was a very hard situation between two people. I interviewed both of them. And then I ruined the relationship with both of them because they both hated me. And so with Lindsay, interview, I let her speak her story, and then she did not like the comments, started attacking me in comments, and I was dragged into that drama, and that's the part I didn't like. Sometimes you have to learn how to walk away, make a statement, say what you have to say, and let it go. And sometimes you are dragging into it. You know, when people are calling you names, when people like Joshua Waxman, the same thing. At one point it becomes personal because they are attacking you. Now they're making videos about you, and that's what I learned. Like, it's better just, you know, make a piece of content, let the internet see it, and then walk away.
Is that usually personal for you? I usually see, like, if there is a little drama with somebody, I don't think you're like really taking it that personal.
But it really, when someone start accusing your intentions about it, that's, you know, people like what usually gets under my skin is like, oh, you're doing this video for likes. I'm like, really? You think this video is for likes? You think videos like that, they'll never be popular. As a creator, I know it's not search driven. It just needed to be said here and now. That video will never get 10,000 views. Like, if I want to do something for likes or views, it'll be gutter cover video, review, product, whatever, or a shingle guide. Those videos will get 300,000 views. Calling out bullshitter in the industry is good for the industry, but it's not good for me. It'll never get more than 10,000 views because who cares about Joshua Waxman stealing from contractors? Contractors do. But
I saw another one of your guys that you attacked 2 or 3 years ago who's just going hard still.
Yeah, but
I don't want to say his name, but another roofer marketer guy, their lead seller,
Sure.
that is like just still going hard.
And
you don't want to take up the fight again, I'm guessing.
If you're talking about Malachi, you know, Malachi, you're going down. Like, I mean, you can change your ways. You can keep buying your gold chains.
For me, I was talking about no one in particular. I just.
Well, that's one of the guys who.
Yeah.
I got 5 messages in the last 30 days about Malachi.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's still at it, but whatever. Like, if Malachi, if you want to talk, let's talk.
All right, I appreciate it very much. Thank you, and thank you for watching. Check out Directorii. And is there any other kind of things you want to promote on our thing?
I don't.
This guy doesn't need to promote on our thing. He's got his own stuff. But podcast is put on by hookagency.com. Hook Agency all over social. Thank you for checking it out. Bye.
Peace.